Good morning. This is September the 25th, 2024, Wednesday, and we are in BBA, first semester compulsory English class, and this is the 6th class. Okay, what is a thesis? You sit down and tell. You don't have to stand up. What is a thesis? Okay. What is a thesis?
A thesis is one statement, which is elaborated.
Okay, good. A thesis is a statement which is elaborated in detail. Okay. What is an inverted pyramid in context of introduction of an essay? What is an inverted pyramid? What does it mean? The introduction of an essay has inverted pyramid structure. Explain that. The introduction of an essay has inverted pyramid structure. Okay, explain that.
Don't really know, but we start from a broad topic, then we slowly narrow it down, then we go to the idea and problems.
Okay, we begin with a broad idea, and as we move ahead, we narrow down, and then we finally come to a particular idea, which we want to develop in the essay. What is a contrast marker? What is a contrast marker?
A contrast marker is where the first line, the second line does not go with the first statement.
Any word that connects two opposing ideas is a contrast marker. Like but. Like but. You answered, but that's not correct. Contrast marker. Okay. What is a reason marker? Because is a reason marker. Okay. What is a conclusion marker? What is a conclusion marker? A word that presents the conclusion of a paragraph, like so, therefore. What's your name? Pratyush. Okay. What is a continuous idea marker?
Continuous idea marker is normally used, such as but usually, that continues the previous sentence, the meaning of the
Okay. A word that carries meaning from the previous part. Okay. Okay, let's begin. So yesterday, which paragraph were we discussing when our class ended? 6. So we said that the body of the essay develops from the thesis statement. And we saw that the second sentence in paragraph 4, which is from culture to culture, comma, from group to group within a single country, comma, and within sexes. What is the next sentence? Within sexes, the language of space has distinctive accent and confusing umlaut. This was the thesis. And we saw how paragraph 5 builds upon the idea of variation in the use of space among cultures by comparing Saudi Arabian cultures with American culture. Then in paragraph 6, we saw again the same concept from the thesis from culture to culture, the use of space differs, being developed. And if I told you, let me ask some people, what is a topic sentence? I explained it yesterday. What is a topic sentence? What is your name? No, loudly. Spell it. Tell the spelling of your name. N-A-M-E-K. Namika, okay, fine. N-A-M-E-E-T-A. Namiga. Fine, now I won't forget. Namiga. What's your name? Samragi. What is a topic sentence?
Maybe the sentence will explain the paragraph from first line.
Okay, a sentence which presents the subject matter of the paragraph. Okay, what are the two pillars on which writing stands? Like my legs. Writing stands on two pillars, two components of writing.
Sentence, grammar.
No, I never told that. What are the two pillars on which writing stands? What's your name?
Sunday.
Huh?
Sunday.
Sandhya. The two pillars are the idea and the detail. The idea and the detail. There are 5 ways you can bring details. That is called safer. What does S in safer stand for? S stands for what? Statistics. Out of 500 motorcycle accidents, 450 accidents are caused by male riders. Only 50 accidents are caused by female riders. I begin an essay about traffic problem in Nepal with this sentence. So I am bringing statistics, data. Okay, yes. What does A stand for in the word safer? A stand anecdote. What is an anecdote? A story based on your personal experience. What does F stands for? Facts. Okay. For example, the sun rises in the east is a fact. You don't have to cross-check it. What does E stand for?
Example.
Example. For example, she gave the example. Right? Okay. What does R stand for? I don't know Nepali. You don't know. Okay. What's your name? Sandesh Taman. It's fine. I was simply checking if you have prepared the lesson. Okay. So, we were in paragraph 6. Let's move ahead. I said a paragraph has 2 components. In future, you will take all TOEFL exams, I'm pretty sure. Sept, GRE, any kind of writing. Any writing you do, anything under the sun you pick up to read, ask 2 questions and you will understand the writing. First question you ask is, what is the idea in this paragraph? What is the idea in this paragraph? You are taking TOEFL test, for example, IELTS, for example, and you get a reading test. And you're doing the first reading. And read a paragraph. Quickly, ask a question. What is the main idea in this paragraph? Second question you ask is, what are the details? What are the details? A very easy trick. I don't know if it is easy to understand what is idea and what is detail. Very easy way is, the idea that is being proved or supported by other ideas. That supported idea is main idea. And those other ideas which you bring to prove that idea, they are details. They are details. For example, you quickly come over there to help me. Come quickly. To avoid being on camera. Okay. I brought him here, right? He is the main idea. He is the main idea. Now I need support. Okay. Go stand with him. Go stand with him. Go stand with him. Go stand with him. Quickly. Come. Quickly, everybody. Stand with him. You are his bodyguards. You are his bodyguards. I want to beat him. And he will protect, okay? He will protect. Look, very good supporters, right? So main idea, supporting detail, right? Main idea, supporting detail. He is main idea because he is being supported. He is being supported. If you allow me, I would record on camera, okay? Because people will see how we're doing. Because I haven't taken a permission, I'm keeping you off camera. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you clear? Are you clear what is main idea? Are you clear? That idea in the paragraph, now I give a challenge. You enjoyed, right? Now the trouble comes. I give you 5-minute time and everybody read that screen text and decide which sentence or which clause is main idea and which sentences or clauses are supporting details. Time given to you is 2 minutes. 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, determine and tell me how I wish I could have recorded you. You know, it's such an important moment in the classroom. So kindly, I have a request here, a sincere request. Kindly, on a piece of paper at home, write to Divakar sir, subject permission for filming in class, and write Divakar sir, he requested us to film us in class during class presentations, etc. And let me tell you that I have no objection, or I have objection, and give a reason if you have objection, and then sign and bring the paper tomorrow. I'll go through the papers. Those who have objection, I'll never film them. Those who have no objection, I'll film them. But this moment, you know, I want to catch it because I did something in class that it made you learn. It made you learn, right? And I want to record what the teacher did that helped understanding in class. Okay. Ready? So what is the main idea here? Very easy. I have already highlighted, right? So the main idea is cultures are idiosyncratic. An idea is like salt. Grace. Miss Thapa, what's first name? Garima. Yes, Garima. An idea is like salt. If you have salt, you can put water and make soup. But if you don't have salt, no water works. No water works. So idea is something that can be expanded. That can be expanded. Idea is an idea that can be developed further. For example, here the idea that cultures are idiosyncratic. If you are idiosyncratic girl, nobody can predict how will you behave. You're strange. You're strange. Idiosyncratic teacher, you don't know what he does when in class, right? Unpredictable. Idiosyncratic means unpredictable. Unpredictable, not governed by logic and rationality. Cultures are unpredictable. This is the main idea. And the sentence which presents the main idea in a paragraph is known as the topic sentence. What is it known as? Say it. Say with me. Topic sentence. So, this sentence, still her clients had better be careful where they take their shrunken space bubble, because cultures are idiosyncratic in their spatial need. This sentence is known as what? Topic sentence. Why do we call it topic sentence? Because that sentence presents the subject matter of the paragraph. The sentence which presents the topic or subject matter of the paragraph is known as the topic sentence. Sentence about the topic. So, the topic of this paragraph is cultures are idiosyncratic. Now, I said the sentence that expresses topic is called the topic sentence. Now, the topic sentence has two things. The topic sentence has two things. One is, for example, somewhere they have multicolored. Where do they have color? Okay. For example, the word culture here is topic. This is topic. And the word idiosyncratic. This is called controlling idea. Say with me. Topic. T-O-P-I-C. Topic. Now say with me. Controlling idea. Controlling idea. Controlling idea means an idea which controls the focus of this topic. So this paragraph will focus on how cultures are idiosyncratic. It will not tell any other thing. Garima Grace Thapa is a very active girl. Sentence. Garima Grace Thapa, topic. Garima Grace Thapa, topic, is a very active girl. Controlling idea. Second sentence. In English class, she keeps sleeping lazily. Third sentence. Whenever teachers ask her questions, she denies answering. Often she looks sleepy. Sorry, Garima, it's all right, fine, I'm giving example. Now what happened, did you see? My details do not agree with the topic sentence. My topic sentence said Garima is an active girl. Now make a sentence for her to prove she is active. Garima is an active girl. Begin a sentence with Garima and say about her. That's why she is active.
Because she's talkative.
Okay, she talks a lot. Good. Active girl. Okay. Make a sentence about Garima. One sentence, she talks a lot. We begin by saying Garima is an active girl. Topic sentence. And controlling idea, is active girl. One supporting detail, she talks a lot. Second detail, huh? You can't say active again. You have to say something that shows she is active. She readily answers questions. She readily answers questions. Make a sentence about Garima, which proves she is active.
She is smart and she listens to.
She listens actively. Say something about Garima that shows she is active.
She stayed focused on class.
Okay, she always is focused about the class. Say something about Garima that shows she is active.
She always writes notes in class.
Okay, she always writes notes in class. Okay, look. Controlling idea means the idea about the topic. Here in the topic sentence, topic is culture. What is the topic? Culture. And the idea that controls the discussion is idiosyncratic. Now, you will not write any other thing. You will only prove that cultures are crazy. Cultures are crazy. Cultures are unpredictable. Because idiosyncratic means unpredictable. So rest of the paragraph should prove that cultures are unpredictable, because this is the controlling idea. So what is controlling idea? Idea that controls the discussion. Idea that controls discussion. Idea that controls our discussion. Now look, move ahead further and look how this paragraph does that. Cultures are idiosyncratic in their special need. Topic. Now read ahead. Japanese subways bring people about as close together as humanly possible, for instance. Yet, even a handshake can be offensively physical in a Japanese office. This is detail 1. This is detail 1. Japanese subways bring people as close together as possible. So in the subways, they come as close as possible. Then yet, this yet is known as contrast marker. Yet is known as contrast marker. In the subway, they come as close as possible. Yet, even a handshake can be offensively physical in the office. Look here. Behavior in the subway, behavior in the office is opposite. In the subway, they can come close together. In the office, even a handshake can be offensive. Now this sentence, number 2, supports the idea that cultures are crazy. Cultures are unpredictable. If you see a Japanese in the subway and you see that he tolerates being touched, and you go to office and you touch him in the office, he might slap you. So if you see a Japanese guy or girl in the subway and you press them in the subway, they didn't mind. You brushed up against their body, they didn't mind. You go to office and in the chair you sit, you again brush against her, then she will punish you. Because the behavior in the subway is not the same as in the office. This idea, this sentence proves the idea that cultures are idiosyncratic by bringing example of Japanese culture. Now look, this is the main idea, and this sentence is the example, right, to support the idea. To bring the example, right, is the word for instance. Is the word for instance. If a sentence has a word like for instance, that sentence is a supporting detail. That sentence is a supporting detail. Move ahead. And. Now, and is another marker for addition. A word for addition. Adding to and. Says researcher and writer Mildred Reed Hall. Now this, I told you yesterday, this is called, what do we call it? Authority. Americans can even make their business counterparts in Japan uncomfortable with the kind of direct eye contact. Second example, Americans have direct eye contact. That's normal in America. Here means America. Now this is the word which clearly shows that this essay is taking place in America, because the writer says here, or she quotes, maybe it's a quotation, I don't know. Okay. Not only do most Japanese businessmen not look at you, see the opposing behavior. Americans have direct eye contact. Japanese do not look at you. They keep their eyes down. Hall says, we look at people for hours. We means Americans. And they means non-Americans. Feel like they are under a searchlight. What is searchlight? The 1,000-watt light that floods light on your face and you go blind. So this paragraph, let's analyze once again, then move ahead. I said a paragraph has two things. It has a main idea. I'm repeating last time. It has a main idea. And here the main idea is expressed in sentence number 1. In sentence number 1. Then a paragraph has supporting details. It has supporting details. The rest of the sentence is supporting detail. There are two examples. Example of Japanese culture, example of American culture. And then the paragraph compares Japanese culture with American culture and shows the difference. It shows the difference. For example, Americans have eye contact, Japanese don't have eye contact. So this paragraph is written in the structure of comparison contrast. The structure of this paragraph is comparison and contrast. It's necessary that you understand the structure of a piece of writing. Then only you can read it effectively and understand it. This paragraph is comparing. Comparing what? Cultures. Which cultures? The Japanese and the American. And this talk about culture is developing from paragraph 4, sentence number 2, clause number 1, where it says, from culture to culture, the use of space differs. Any questions before we move ahead? Any questions? Yes. Space bubble. Okay. Were in my class yesterday? Okay. Someone please help him understand. I want someone in this class explain us what is space bubble. Somebody. That's a figure of speech. Okay, fine. A figure of speech is like that top you're wearing, right? Top. It makes you look beautiful, right? That nose ring, right? What do you call this? What do you call this you are wearing? Huh? Nose pin. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. Nose pin. Cultures are? Cultures are?
Space bubble indicates either the cultures are delicate or else.
Yes, wait a minute. Let me explain. This essay is about space use. This essay is about how people use space, isn't it? Right? This essay is about how people use space. Look, when I came close, look, she's made sure she's doing touching us. Look, this is space bubble. She is very sensitive to touch. She, being a girl, is very sensitive to any touch from a male, right? And she moved a bit. Do you mean, right? You moved. Why? To make sure I don't touch her. Why? This is space bubble. Bubble, what is bubble? When you wash clothes, you have bubble. Bubbles have one feature. They are highly sensitive. If you touch, they break. If you touch, they burst. If you touch, bubbles respond quickly to touch. And they respond negatively by breaking. People respond quickly to touch. And if it is an unwelcome touch, they respond negatively. I'll tell you an incident. My daughter was in class 7 long ago, decades back. One day she comes home. Sorry, I'll speak Nepali here. Can I speak Nepali? To make you understand. She says, Daddy, yes. You know what I did today? I said, what? I beat the conductor in the microbus. You did? Yes. I said, how? What did he do? Then she said, you know, I'm standing, he's at the door, and time and again he touches my cuff, the back of the cuff, with his knee. He brushed against my cuff 3 times. I turned and slapped him. Now he got the lesson. My daughter is a lawyer. She's a lawyer, a very brave girl. Okay. I give an example. People do not always like being touched. Right? When people don't like, that's the metaphor, space bubble. So when I look here, if I'm walking, I'm walking here, I'm a male, and if she happens to touch me, I'll be uncomfortable in public place. I'll be uncomfortable. So this bubble, the metaphor of bubble, creates the meaning that I am not comfortable if there is an unwelcome touch. Space bubble means I am not comfortable if there is unwelcome touch. I am not comfortable. Once in plus 2 I was teaching, and you know what happened one day? One girl came late early morning at 7. She came late to college. And the college principal said, come in the office. The girl wouldn't come in the office. He caught her hands and dragged to office. And she said, how come you touched me? She instantly took mobile phone, called her daddy and said, please come to college. I'm in problem. Both parents came and she said, this principal touched me without my permission. There was a meeting. We were there. And the principal had to beg pardon with her for holding her by the hand. She said, I'm a young girl, 17 in college. How did you touch me without my permission? This happened really. I've seen this case. That's the meaning of space bubble. That is what space bubble is. Look, for that girl being highly sensitive. She said, I'm assaulted, she said. She said, the principal assaulted me. And it is a case of physical harassment. Physical? That's why we are trained. They train us, teach but do not touch. Teach but do not touch. Touch is very sensitive. And you can file case in the police office. If somebody touches you without your permission, it will result in jail, imprisonment. Right? So be careful when you touch someone. Is that meaning clear to you? Okay, now let's move ahead. Now 7. So paragraph 4 builds the thesis statement, and paragraph 5 and 6 bring 2 examples to support the idea that from culture to culture, space use is different. And did you watch? Lisa Davis does not only show the difference, she also shows the consequence. She also shows the consequence. She shows the difference and she shows the consequence. Now move ahead. The study of personal space got underway in early 1950s when, I want someone to read. Okay. Read aloud the paragraph from there. Read aloud.
The study of personal space got away in early 1950s when an anthropologist, Edward Hall, described a sort of cultural continuum of personal space. Hall has frequently collaborated with his wife, Mildred, according to Hall, on the high contact side of the continuum in Mediterranean and South American societies. For instance, social conversations including much eye contact, touching, and smiling, typically while standing at a distance about a foot. On the other end of the scale, in Northern European cultures, a lingering gaze may feel invasive, manipulative, or disrespectful. A social chat takes place at a remove of about 2.5 feet.
Okay. Okay. So in para 5, she talks about one culture, Saudi Arabian, and compares it with American culture. In para 6, she talks about one culture, Japanese, and compares it with American. In paragraph 7, she talks about groups of culture. Groups of culture. For example, look here what she does. She uses the word, first she brings example of Edward Hall, okay? She quotes Edward Hall. Who is Edward Hall? Who is Edward Hall? He is an anthropologist. Who is an anthropologist? One who studies development of human beings and society, particularly humans. One who studies the development of humans is called as anthropologist. One who studies the development of society is called as sociologist. Say with me, anthropologist. Loudly. Let me see you are full of energy. Anthropologist. Sociologist. Okay. So what is the name? Edward Hall, a very famous cultural scholar. Now, here is a term, cultural continuum of personal space. Copy down in the note copy. You will have questions in exam on this concept. Now, look, here draw a line. A continuum is a line that continues, right? And at one end you put, you have high contact cultures. At the other end you have low contact cultures, right? So what does continuum mean? What is a continuum? A continuum is continuity of a characteristic. Continuum means the feature continues. For example, when you come to this end, the cultures are very high contact. As you go this side, there will be less and less contact. As you reach middle point, there will be 50 high contact, 50 low contact. As you come this side, there will be low contact, lower contact, lower contact, lowest contact. For example, here, two people can stand as close as 6 inches. Here, two people can stand as far as 4 feet. Here, two people can stand as close as 18 inches. So here lies America. Americans are neither high contact nor low contact. Americans neither come very close nor stay very far away. They are in the middle way. Whereas, look here, high contact side of the culture is Mediterranean and South American societies. You can Google and ask Gemini, what are these countries? I don't remember right now. These countries, look here, in high contact, where is high contact? This side. In high contact, what does high contact mean? A social conversation includes, there is much eye contact, they look when they talk, there is more touching as they talk, there is more smiling when they talk, and they stand at about a foot distance. This side. Now that side, on the other end of the scale, Northern European cultures, a lingering gaze may be invasive. If in America, you look into someone's eyes, and linger looking in their eyes, they will feel that I have ill intentions, I am not a good fellow. You can't look continuously in someone's eyes. A lingering gaze. Here in Nepal also, you are a girl, if a boy has a lingering gaze, you are not comfortable, right? You know that you feel there is something happening here, right? And you avoid looking at them. See, in American society, North American, a lingering gaze may be invasive. Invasive means if you look at someone's eyes and keep looking, they will feel, oh, this guy is a terrorist, or this guy is a thief, or this guy is a robber, he is going to attack me. Invasive. And they will look for security. Manipulative. If I look at her eyes continuously, she will feel that this man is trying to do something wrong with me. He is trying to manipulate me. He is trying to do something harmful to me. So Americans won't keep lingering gaze at someone. And if you linger in their eyes, they will call a police. You are in an elevator, lift, and you look continuously in the eyes, then they might call a police. Because they will think you are not a normal fellow. Right? Manipulative and disrespectful. Social chat takes place at remove of 2.5 feet. So this paragraph is very important. All paragraphs is important. Now look, in this paragraph, again ask a question. What is the main idea? The main idea is cultural continuum of personal space. The main idea in this paragraph is cultural continuum of personal space. Details are: one detail, high contact culture. Second detail, low contact culture. Further detail, Mediterranean society. Further detail, South American society. Further detail, eye contact. Further detail, touching. Further detail, smiling. Further detail about high contact, Northern European culture. Further detail, gaze may be invasive. Further detail, they stand 2.5 feet. Details. Main idea, details. Every piece of writing in the world has two components: the main idea and the details. As a reader, your primary job is locating main idea. Locating main idea. If you can't locate detail, no problem. No problem. But if you fail to locate main idea, you fail to read. I showed you earlier. He was the main idea and they were detail. Why? They were supporting. And how to know? That idea which is being supported by other ideas, that idea is detail. There is something called therefore test. For example, read this and find, therefore cultures have continuum. Cultures have high contact, cultures have low contact, high contact have this feature, low contact this feature. Therefore, cultures have continuum of personal space. Here, culture, topic, and have continuum of personal space. This is controlling idea. This is controlling idea. Okay, take a pen, copy, open a new page. In 3 to 5 minute time, quickly summarize what we did in today's class. Your time starts now. Quickly summarize what we did in class today. You will be writing as fast as possible. Everybody will be writing. Please write a summary of today's class. Remember, when I came in class, what I did first, what I did second, and note down.